Bottle is so gross, but I'm going to be doing some Keracolor. This is in the color black. Right now my hair has kind of some tints of red. You can kind of see the line of demarcation, like where my natural hair color is and where this old box dye stuff is. So sometimes I'll just use Keracolor. It's a color depositing conditioner, like I said, and it just kind of helps even things out. It's not super dark, even though it looks dark in the bottle as well as on your hands. I don't use gloves because this washes off pretty easily. I don't typically have staining, just on my nails, which is why they're bare, because I'm gonna repaint them once this is done. But that's the conditioner. It smells really good, nice and minty. And yeah, I just put it on everywhere, and honestly, I leave it on for as long as possible. I do it on dry hair, even though the bottle recommends like damp or moist hair, or sometimes like in the shower. I don't do that. I've tried it before and I find that it just doesn't stick. Obviously I have some bigger pieces of red there, so if I was really wanting to be careful about this, I would probably like do this in sections and stuff just to get a more even application. But I don't really mind, like I just like the mess of it. And this is a color that builds, by the way, so the more you're using it. My mom called me and then my battery ran out, so I don't even remember what I was saying, but basically this color is buildable, so you can keep going and going and going. I just put it in a shower cap and keep it on for a couple hours if possible, or at least like 30 minutes, just to make sure it's in there. And then I shampoo and conditioner as normal. I couldn't find any directions that state otherwise, like if you should just jump into a conditioner instead or something. I don't know. I think I would worry that my hair results, because my hair is curly, wouldn't be as good, or it'd be a little bit weighed down if I kept this in my hair, like if I just conditioned, like rinsed it and then conditioned. So I always just shampoo, and I do typically double shampoo, so I do lose some of it too, which is why I was saying like the color is not super intense, and I kind of like it that way. Like I like that it's a tint. There is a darker shade available. I don't typically go for that because I don't need to. I've already box dyed my hair, and I was taken aback by how shockingly dark it was. Like, I don't know, I do love black hair, especially in other people. Like, there's nothing more beautiful to me than like super glossy, just jet black, or like a dark blue black hair. But it's just, I don't think I pulled it off well, to be honest with you. Like, I was definitely struggling with my self-confidence when I had really dark hair. Like, it made me really pale. But honestly, maybe with bangs I would feel a little bit differently about it. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I have a 5K tomorrow, so I'm gonna let this soak in my hair, and then I'm just gonna style my hair as normal. Leaves it really soft, honestly. Like, I used to think it was gonna weigh down my hair a little bit too much, even with the double shampoo, but because I have low porosity hair. But honestly, it works really well at just conditioning it, keeping it shiny without weighed down. So this is good. I bought this at my local beauty supply store, but Sally sells it as well, and other places like that, like beauty supply places. Even Ulta, actually. I saw it recently at Ulta, and they have a bunch of shades, so it's pretty cool. See, I still missed some spots, so I'll probably try to get them off camera though, because I technically don't have clothes on. Whoops. It's been 24 hours since I used the Keracolor in Espresso. Here are my results. Obviously, I did miss some spots. There's some red tintedness in my bangs and around on the other side. I'll include another clip here of when I was at work because my curls looked a lot better. Now it's been raining all day, so these are like, you know, they're all messed up now. But nonetheless, I really do enjoy this product. It is buildable. So this is my first time doing it in a really long time. So if I were to continue to use these, it would be a more darker color and a little bit more opaque in covering that red. Does usually cover my red pretty well, but like I said, I wasn't super careful in how I was applying the color because I don't really care. Like, for me, it's not a big deal. I want a little bit of a tint, and I'm just trying to use up this bottle because I'm in a project pan right now, and I had the red one that I finished up, the merlot. I did a couple of videos about that, and now I just want to reuse this up as well. I guess we can do a recap, right? Because I don't remember what I said in part one, but basically I like this because it's moisturizing, it doesn't weigh my hair down, and as someone with low porosity hair, it does kind of concern me with putting anything that's conditioning from root to tip. It could end up very disastrous, and luckily with this, I've never had an issue of my curls having definition afterwards. I like to apply this on dry hair, maybe damp slightly, but I find my results are always 100 times better when it is on completely dry hair. It's just a little harder to spread in that way, which is why I feel like I should brush it. Like, make sure my hair is detangled, apply it, and then brush it through. Everyone applies this product a little bit differently. I did get mine very messily. It is easy to clean. I don't find any staining. I don't put it with gloves on, except actually the only staining I experience is on my fingernails. Everything else, jewelry, I mean, obviously one should be careful. I don't baby my jewelry, even though I should, but luckily I've never had any issues with it damaging any of my rings, any of my earrings, just my nails and my nail color sometimes, depending on what shade I currently have on. So I do like that it's mess free. The only thing that gets messy for me is the bottle, because I just don't know how to, as I'm pumping it out, I'm just distracted. I'm a mess. I mean, you saw I was filming that video. It was everywhere. But in terms of applying it on my face, it always comes off pretty easily, even the merlot color as well. So that's something else I like. I like the price point. I mean, it's a little bit expensive, but I don't mind the price point. This is $21.99 at the local beauty supply store that I purchased it from, but this goes on sale frequently at Ulta. I've seen it go on sale at Target if you shop at Target. What I don't like about it is its longevity, especially like, you know, if you're doing really hot showers like I do, you're obviously not going to get long-lasting results, but that's just a given with literally any color depositing conditioner, shampoo, hair dye. Like, it's always going to fade a little bit faster if you don't care for it properly. And I'm also double cleansing oftentimes with sulfate shampoos because of my curly hair and my low porosity hair. Sorry, there's an airplane flying by. But also I feel like I can look at that as a positive, because despite the fact that I do really hot showers sometimes and that I do a double cleanse with usually sulfate shampoos, it still stays for a pretty good amount of time. So I will say that I will continue to use this bottle. I have up to here, and my point for using this color in espresso is just to hide, I don't know if I mentioned it, it's just to hide some of the red a little bit, to tone it down without using actual box dye, because I don't want any permanent effects. And I found that this fades out completely. I know some people, I think if you have blonde hair or lighter hair on that spectrum, you do have to be a little bit more careful about applying things like this, because there can be staining. I have seen hairstylists complain about Keracolor or Overtone, or what is it, the Kristen S glosses, which I've also used in the past as well. I think this is definitely way more of a moisturizing option than those glosses, even if those have a little bit more shine. To me, it's kind of a trade-off. I'd rather have more color impact versus a shine on my hair that I could easily achieve with other hair products. But hairstylists do complain a lot about it kind of affecting it, and people considering it to be like this temporary thing, but really it stains the hair. I have not had that issue of stainage, but I'm also not going to the salon to get my hair professionally done. Like, I'm growing it out basically so that my whole head can be virgin, and that's why this product has been helping me kind of sometimes tone down the red when I'm not feeling it, even though I really love a reddish brown hair color. Like, I love super shiny black hair, which is not what I'm going for right now because I can't pull it off. But I also love like a reddish brown. It's not an issue. To me, it's just like the roots. Like, as it grows out, it's just a little bit awkward, but I'm continuing to chop my hair so that we can get it to be completely virgin. And then from there, I can have some fun again getting my hair professionally done. I just don't want to have to pay for a color correction, which is what's going to happen if I go back with the many colors of my hair currently, because it looks decently fine from here, but I'm sure if I turn around, that's gonna be another story. And now that I said that, I feel obligated. Like, let's turn around and see what's happening down here. Okay, I'm not gonna know how that looked until I pop this onto Final Cut Pro, but yeah, my hair is a mess, and anytime I get it done professionally, people mention the hair color. And they're like, oh, you don't want to fix it? And it's like, no, because I'm going to get a gloss at the hair salon, which I've done before, like an actual professional gloss, and it's going to fade out. Maybe it takes a little bit longer to fade than this does, but it's the same. It ends up the same. It comes out of your hair, right? So I don't really feel like paying more for something that is going to fade out again, because I've already done it, so it's fine. Anyway, if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. I really, really, really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.